Hey y'all, welcome to the broadcast. If you're new to the channel, my name's Todd. And today we're going to work on some problematic grease fittings slash pins. For some reason, those grease fittings are not taking grease. Go ahead and put the PB blaster in these things, let it be soaking in. Okay, let's see if I can get this little cinch pin off of here easily. There it goes. Come on. Let that thing go. Bling! Come on. There he went. Let's knock that pin out and see what's up. See if this will be long enough to get in there. Barely. Well, that pin's moving pretty easy. Good news, we got the pin out. And as far as I can see and tell, there's no wear on it. At first I was like, well, there's no outlet hole for the grease, but it's right there. I'm just going to stick my grease gun on it. It's a high pressure grease gun, and we'll see if it pops out of there. Let's give it a go. Oh man, that plug looks hard as a rock. Let's inspect it. Oh yeah, that thing's super hard. I don't even know if I can. It's been there for a minute. Oh my God. That thing, probably from it not taking grease, I mean, it's like really hard. I don't know if it's super compressed or what, but it is. It's deforming slowly in my squeeze, but man, that is not good. It's no wonder it wasn't taking grease now. No wonder at all. So, now what I've got to do is clean out those bushings, the cylinder and everything, and I think we'll be able to get this thing back in and hopefully do the other side too. I believe our line here, I've got them hooked together so I could swivel it back and forth really easy. But I think we've got pressure on that line because that cylinder moved and I'm having trouble getting my pry bar out. So I'm just going to crack this one. Hopefully not take a hydraulic shower. I'm just going to crack this to hopefully relieve some pressure. Oh, there it went. Yep, definitely had pressure on it. We'll let that bleed off for a second. I got you wiggle right out. Yep. Nice and easy. If you got pressure on this stuff, it's not going to behave for you. Now, okay, that doesn't look too dirty. I'm going to spray the brake clean in there and get it good and straightened out, break down all that old grease, and hopefully we'll be in business. It may be tempting to grease your finger and pre-grease that. That's a really good way to cut your finger off if this thing was to twist. Don't do that. What I've done, I just pumped a little grease out onto my finger here, and I'm going to coat this pin, pre-coat it. Especially even that right there. And hopefully it'll go right back in. Now if you drop it, stop and clean all the grit off of it, because that grit will get in there and cause you problems. It can. Come on. I got it out of alignment. Let's see. Loose. Almost there. My foot on that backing. Oh. That should be it right there. Oh yeah, that was it. It's just a really tight fit. See if I'm pecking on in there. To get my pecking device. There he went. Oh, right in there. Did y'all see that? Right in. Now, we just gotta get that snap ring back on. That should be oodles of fun. That thing did not want to move. Where'd he go? There it is. Probably because it's so dirty. I'll clean that off and we'll be back in business. Squeaky clean. Snap ring pliers. I knew that thing would try to do that. Of course it would. Why wouldn't it? There's one side. Let's see if she'll take grease. Better take some grease. There, clicked on, and uh-oh. Helps if you got a battery on it. Now let's see if it'll take grease on its own here. Look at that. One more side, and we'll have this project done. Side number 2 is done. It's taking grease really well now. That pin slid right back in. That one's taking grease perfectly. That was definitely just some super dry, super compressed grease that plugged the hole where the grease comes through the pin and greases everything. You guys really can't afford to take chances like this. I shouldn't have. I thought maybe they just machined the pins too tight. I used to build stuff like this, and we usually only did like 10 or 15 thousandths of an inch clearance between the pin and the bushing. That's a really, really thin space. And I thought I'll just use it for a little while, wear that pin down a little, and it'll start taking grease. Luckily, I did not have any pin wear or bushing wear. I knew kind of how much I was using it, and it wasn't really wearing, certainly wasn't making sound. But then again, this could have went a lot worse. What could have caused this? Who knows? It could have been that this thing, as far as I remember, it wasn't taking grease in those 2 pins. And it could have been that this bucket was sitting at the manufacturer for a long time, greased, and that grease just dried out, and when we tried to grease it that first time, it just compressed that old dry grease. And then again, it could have been that it just didn't want to take grease to begin with for whatever reason, and I just let it go too long and that plug developed. Either way, learn from my mistakes, guys, and don't let these grease fittings go. If one is not taking grease, stop and fix it right then. That's what I'm going to do from now on. That's what I would encourage you guys to do. Let me make a special dedication to one of my viewers. He's in the comments all the time, BP5558. I'll throw it up on the screen right now. He was very generous in shooting me $10 over through a super chat and said it's for the earplug fund for the chainsaw days. And that's exactly what I did. I actually went to Ace Hardware and got 2 bags of earplugs. So if you guys do give me a super chat and you want to go towards something specific, you're going to get a shout out, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this video helps one of you guys somewhere along the way, and we will see you on the next one.